you guys enjoyed it. It's going to be a great time, I'm sure. And how many of you being $10 for 2 great instructors, right? So, very cool. Thank you very much, Nate and Drew, for putting this together. Appreciate it. Awesome. Nate, Drew, you guys want to go here? Thank you. And that's one.
I don't know where I'm just going to stand here. Ryan, come here, sir. Ryan, there you go. When we teach self-defense, we're talking about, this straight self-defense. We want something that's quick and effective. When I teach, I try and use the anatomy and the central nervous system and the peripheral nervous system. First thing we talk about real quick is 10 seconds. His brain, this thing up here, down towards the lower part of the brain is called an amygdala. And this is the organ in the brain that is conditioned for your response. So if a ball's thrown at your head, if you catch it, or you dodge out of the way, or it hits you in the face, which is funny. Or if someone attacks you, if you run, stand there and defend, or fall into the fetal position. So as martial artists, this is a section of the brain, the fight or flight, that we train and condition to be able to stand here and control and not totally freak out. Because I want to run if he has a weapon. Okay? But if I have my family with me, I'm going to use my son as a shield. And if that doesn't work, I throw my wife in front of us and I run. Okay? But that doesn't work all the time. So we think about that. I want to condition that training. It only comes through repetition and practice. As one of my gurus used to say, repetition makes the master. And it goes for everything. In school, in life, doing something over and over and over again. You have it. The second thing, we talk about some of the Eastern Western philosophies now talk about the moment or now or being in the moment, mushin. If you've ever done sparring, you know that you're in the moment, you're not thinking about anything else around you. You're not thinking about, did I turn the stove off, or I can see some of your eyes, when's this guy going to shut up? I can see that. What we want to do is this guy, when he attacks, he's in the moment. He's got that weapon, he's got that technique. I need to take him out of the moment. And the only way I can do that is by distraction. Like a magician will make you look over here and pull the coin out of here. I didn't mean to ruin anything for you guys. Same thing when he attacks, I need to distract him. So I'm going to attack the same organs that he's relying on. His senses, his eyes, his throat, his feeling. That's what I want to attack. And we'll talk more about that. And then finally, intent. Intent, nothing gets accomplished without intent. I can pull somebody off the street right now, and if they have full intent with their worst attack, you can have the best technique, but if you have no intent behind it, it's worthless. Okay? So your self-defense starts and ends up here. You have to make that mind-muscle connection through training and repetition, but it starts and ends here. Because you have to be in the moment, you have to take your partner out of the moment, and you have to be intent in all that you do. Okay? So, first technique, grab a stick. We're going to do a couple blunt instrument techniques, and then we're going to do knife defenses. Okay? He has leverage right now. He has distancing, he has reach. He swings at me. Okay? Obviously, if I don't get anything in between, I'm done. If I get my arms up, it's going to damage my arms and make it more difficult, because where's my attention going to go? Not at him anymore, it's going to be to my arms. Okay? So, first thing I do is stand like this. First thing I need to do is close this gap. I can open it, but then he still has the weapon. I have to negate the threat. So as he draws back, his energy is going away from me. So in accordance to where I stand, his energy is negative. He's actually giving me power, because his energy is going away. So if he's drawing back, that's when I'd want to shoot him. So obviously, we'd use all the training we've done in martial arts to try and negate the situation. Hey, relax, try and talk him down. If he's wanting my money or my keys, to give them to him. But everything else is broken down. I've typed every type of life skill that I can, and he draws back. First thing I'm going to do is I need to distract him and take him out of the moment. So this hand goes right into the face, and this hand is up. A lot of people want to block weapons with just their hand. If you look at your hand, you have a very small area from below your fingers and around your palm. That's your blocking surface right now. So if it hits your thumb, it's going to snap your thumb, and it goes to your fingers, it flexes back. And the heavier this weapon and the more force he has, the harder it's going to be. And I don't want to rely on just this little area. So I want you to block with your ulna bone. Because then you have this section, plus you're hopefully going into soft here. This can be a distraction. You can go and hit into the throat, palm into the face, into the eyes. Okay, so you're here. And as soon as you feel this, you wrap. Then you can hit groin, and this leg comes up. Okay? So it's intent. There's all levels of intent. He strikes slow. I can still train with intent, slowly. Or he can strike slow, and I can hit and train a little more force. So he comes about half speed, there. I'm going to groin, and I'm going to wrap his leg. And the key is now, with his balance, we're intelligent bipeds. That means we're smart enough than any table that only has two legs. We can stay standing. But once I break the spine, either at the hips, rotate the shoulders, or my favorite spot is the head, once I get his head past his back, over, we all know he's going down. So I need his weight to go back. I'm going to take my left leg and hook and drop it. And you notice a stick if I keep this tight slides here. Okay? We're going to do that, and then we're going to finish him on the ground. Okay, so we'll run through that again. So please, if you have any questions or I'm going too fast, raise your hand. So your guard is up, he draws back. I shoot in hand and forearm. I immediately wrap, and I start pushing him back, and I hit groin. And you can do this as many times as you want. If you want to grab his shoulder and go into his groin a couple times, then come back, smash his face up, hook his leg, and drop it. If you want to keep this, that's all you got to do. He shouldn't be resisting very much after that. One more time. Strikes. There. There. Okay? Now notice I don't let the weapon go free. So if he gets that weapon out, even though I've struck him in the throat and the groin, if he's got anything, that's not going to be good. All right, is there any questions? One person with a stick in the group. And get a partner and practice that. I'll be around to help.
Gotcha.
Remember, this makes it a lot easier as he's drawing back. That's when you want to engage. His energy, where's his energy going? That way. If he starts coming this way, swing as hard as you can. Okay? That tip can go over 100 miles an hour. Okay? And by the time you start to engage, and just hold your arm out. People strike, they're not reaching unless they're really reaching like this. Their arm's folded. So you have left surface area to actually get in and block on before you meet the stick. So you need to commit, okay? I don't care who this is, you're committing totally to them. You're taking to a movie, to dinners, flowers, you got the ring in your pocket, you're going to propose and get married that day. But the marriage is going to end up with him on the ground. Okay? You must commit to this person because they want to take your head off. Okay? That's what we're talking about, real street application. I can teach you all this fancy stuff that we do in our niece, but it's not going to work. Some of it just won't work. I want to get in here, I want to mess him up. I want to get and start causing him pain. Okay? As one of my other instructors, I love quotes because, they make me sound smart. Pain is a great manipulator. If I keep him in pain, he's going to do whatever I want. Okay? You ever see a penguin with a stick in his behind? He'll go anywhere you want. Because he's in pain. Same thing here. I want him in pain. So he strikes in. See! There's my first pain. See! 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 I get him going. And what's the difference? It's intensity. I don't want him knowing where I'm going. I don't want him knowing what I'm doing. I want his mind to go, where am I? What just happened? Because I'm sure all of you drove here today and just didn't drive. You talked. You talked on your phone. You sang some songs. You wrote notes. You were texting. You know, the human mind can do about 5 to 7 things at one time. So if you're in defense and you're thinking about, oh my God, what am I going to have for dinner when I get home? You're dead. But I want that to happen to him now. I want him to go, okay, wait a minute, he just hit me in the chin. Ow, my chin hurts. Okay, now why am I on the floor? And I already want to be pretty much done. Second thing I want to bring up, when he strikes, we're pretty much lined up center line to each other. Some of you are doing this and then you're stepping around him like that. One, his chin, if his chin isn't back, he can counter you. That's his time to counter. 2, you're wasting motion. You're going like this to put your hip over here. And right now, if I step behind him, my weight's not forwards, we're in the same place again. He can reap me and I can be on the floor. So he strikes, I stay center line, because I want to hit him. Or, okay, there, and back. And please, I should have said this earlier, communicate with your partner with their neck. You know, we all have sensitive necks, so I don't want anybody walking out of here with injuries. So here, and see how if I just, see, he falls. But I hook that leg for added security. Now we'll do the groundwork. So he strikes in, boom, I hook here. And then some people are talking, well, should I go down with him or should I not? When he falls, I can just slide. See how the hand slides the stick in? Now look where my right leg is. It's in between his groin. So I down on his stomach and stomp. Knee, knee. Then my right foot, remember right foot, stomps on the face, left foot stomps on the face, and then I break his arm. Okay? Now, okay, here's my legal statement. You are responsible for yourself. You stop at the point that he's no longer a threat. That's my legal statement. Also, witnesses and police see only what they see when they get there. So at one point it looks like I'm the bad guy. So you have to remember that too. I can tell you countless stories of old students and current students that they went to jail defending themselves from an attacker. Because the witnesses came out of the store and saw this, not the beginning. Well, the police showed up and saw them over the guy punching him once to stop him. So you have to remember all these things. You can't just go buck wild and jump up and down on his chest going, ah! Okay, that doesn't work. You're going to get in trouble. Okay, you got to control your actions. He strikes one more time. There. Slide up. That's great. And then there is no arm. Okay. Does everybody see the groundwork now? Okay. Please be careful. Don't really rake up on your partner. That would be not nice. Stomp down. Knees, right foot. Spin around. Left foot. Break his arm on your shin. The second strike, and this will be the last one with a stick, is the backhand. Because if you look at FBI data, and this was, I think, 2007, the number one attack with a blunt object was this strike here. Like that, that we just worked on. And then obviously the second one is, if she strikes one, let me go for one, and I back up, then she's automatically going to come back with that backhand. The nice thing is, we're just going to start with the backhand, is we look at the elbow now. The elbow's a hinge. We all know that. And it only goes so far until it meets something and stops. I still, same movement. When she strikes in, if she draws that hand back, that's when I want to go in. Okay? So she draws in. I come in and I want to cover the elbow with my right hand. My left hand's going to shoot up in her face. You can do fingers, palms. No one likes this. See? No one likes it. No animal, because even an animal realizes that if it loses its sight, it can't defend itself and it can't get food unless it's developed no sight. Humans especially. I mean, we in our society can be without sight and still function, or hearing and limitations, but in the moment of battle, we're more like an animal, so we don't want that. That's why we reach our head back. So she swings in, and I strike here, and then in the art of Tai Chi that I trained in, we do Fa Jing, which is just this quick little snap motion, and it's going to help hyperextend the arm. And as I do that, my hand's going to slip out, and I'm going to take the stick. Notice I've got a little bit of puño. I'm going to smack her across the face, smack her in the back, and at the same time I'm going to shove this in her neck. Then I'm going to step away with my left foot, turn, and put her to the floor. Then I'm going to turn and lay the stick on her nose. Now this isn't a good position because the hand's here, so I'm going to kneel on his hand. Okay. Thank you. Beat up Brian. All right, so on this side. So again, I'm engaging in. I don't want to stand back and I don't want to get hit by the stick, so I come in. Right hand at the elbow as close as I can get. Because even if I'm on the front, if he bends his elbow in, that's fine. Then this hand's here to protect. I'm here and I hit. And then a little strike in the elbow, this should shock it. Then I'm going to come here, and as I do this, smack, smack, and then obviously this is a kill shot if I want it to be. Then I turn my left foot, and be nice. Both people, okay, don't, this hurts. So he's going to cooperate and fall, and I'm just take this away from the neck and push down with your hand, fall, like it. Okay? Here, and then if you want to, you end here. Okay? Then people say about, well, what about if he counters? Counter. 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 There you go. Don't take so long. Tap. Okay. All right. So that's yours. Okay. So he strikes. And then if you feel more comfortable mounting, just put the stick over his neck. If you feel more comfortable mounting, and just lean in. Okay? But be careful, because you're going to kill the guy. Okay? Or if you want to be a jerk, put it on his lip. Over there. Yeah, baby. I love you, Rhino. All right. This side, please. So he strikes in. Here, here, get your mount here, or on his face, and grind. Okay? Got something in his eye.
My contact.
Here. Alright, so first, most important part is the engagement. As he draws back, right hand at the elbow to the face. Never lose contact here. His elbow's facing me, so there's my forearm. Forearm out, hand in. See? There. Slap, get the stick. And then down. And if you feel comfortable mounting, and just lay this across. Or across. Or across. Please be more sensitive to your partner's needs than I am, okay? He's my student. I'm allowed to do this by law. No, I know what he can tolerate, and he knows what I can do. So, any questions? Please be very careful. Don't put any pressure on the neck. Just touch it, back of the neck. The person, use your fingers to help them down, and then again on the ground. Very gentle, please. We don't want to breathe at the end of the seminar. Okay? Thanks, sir. Ryan strikes, want that cover first, And then this hand, you can see in the mirror, this hand from here slides. I don't have to grip it. All I need is to hook it. And then I use this shot. There. And this should break his elbow, or at least hyperextend it. Then I use that same motion, just relax the grip. There. Okay, that's what I want. And then smack, smack. Want that smack in the back of the neck? Everybody knows that hurts, right, Ryan?
Sure.
Here. This, everyone's like, do I have to? You don't have to do anything here. This is like, if I stuck this in his eye, he's going to go down because he doesn't want this. He doesn't want to lose his ability to breathe. Okay? But now, for nice, just push in his chest, he turns, fall, go down with it. And if you do all this, he's done. You can walk away, and the stick's going to be standing up in his neck. Remember, you are responsible for your own actions. Here, or if you pull it out and you land like this, or you land anywhere on his face. Okay? So please remember, whatever spiritual force you follow, okay, you'll pay, whether it's a good thing or a bad thing, good karma, bad karma. I'm a good believer in karma. You either pay legally, physically, mentally, or spiritually for your actions. And if this is all good actions, there's nothing to worry about. But if he's no longer a threat after I do that, and then I decide to go down and go that, or do one of these nasty things and just squat down and crush his face with my thighs, guess what? I'm in trouble. Okay? That's why in martial arts we train control. But this is the stimulus, street action stuff. That's why I don't normally teach this. But I'm having fun. Yes, that's all that matters. All right, so
All that matters.
remember, strike here, hit, give that shock there, and then give it again to get the disarm. Smack, smack, and hit. Okay? Do this a few more minutes.
Right. No, I should have never said that. So I'm just trying to watch. I'm trying to break my cap. This slides down and it's head again. Yeah.
Something I forgot to mention, I have 3 rules when doing this kind of training. First rule is partner safety. That's always the most important, is your partner is safe. Second rule is to relax. And third rule is to have fun. So I hope you guys are having fun so far, you're enjoying it, and we'll keep going. Now when you start dealing with knives, it's ugly, nasty, I hate them. There's no pretty way to deal with them, there's nothing nice about them. The most important thing is controlling the range and staying out of the arc of the weapon. When he slashes back and forth, that's the arc. I got to stay out of it until the opportunity presents itself that I can engage it. Okay? First one we're going to do is draw points. Because you can draw a knife from pretty much anywhere. Be from the hips, the stomach, the back, from a boot, from the sleeve here, the bill of a hat, under a hat, behind your collar. You name it, you can draw a knife from there. Okay? So, Ryan is going to place his hand and reach for it. Now, I've established that I've already established that, he doesn't like me and he's going to cut me up. Stand here. When his hand touches, he makes a triangle. This is a triangle that I'm going to attack. Okay? My left hand is going to shoot into the triangle. My right hand is going to distract his face. I'm going to ride it up. Then I'm going to grab his bicep, tricep, and I'm going to roll it over, and I'm going to stick my hand right in the fold of the point of the triangle and drop him down. And the reason that, if I go up here, fight this. Stand up. See? If I'm on his shoulder, see, he can lock me now. Okay? So stand. So he goes to draw. And this is going to be a gun or a knife. It's here, and I grab this muscle to help roll him over because I'm going right for this point. There. Then here, walk him, drive up in the leg. And then some people like to do this with the leg. I just want to shove him under. And then when this happens, watch his arm and my arm. I keep it pressed against me. Because if he has the knife, I want to control the knife. If he doesn't, I see the knife there. I'm going to drop down, drop this, pull this out, and then the choice is yours. If you need to finish him, or if you want to, you know, write your name somewhere. What are you, ticklish? That's ticklish. I'm a true warrior, but don't tickle me. Here. So this one we won't spend a lot of time. It's pretty quick, pretty simple. He goes to draw his knife. There's a shock. There. She just riding through his face. Grab the bicep. This hand is dissecting this point here. And they both fold over. And I bring this in. Okay? And then shove him through. And I'm right on top of him. Try to just grind this on his face. Okay? If he had the knife, let's say he got it drawn, I'd slide up to his wrist and the back of the blade, the dead edge, I'm going to point my thumb at me, and I'm going to come through and I'm going to pry bar out. And then I've got him. Okay. So again, just have your partner put their hand there, not move it. And as you see them reaching, that's when you engage them. Boom. Boom. There. Hit. Hit. Now he's got the knife. So when he falls, you don't loosen up, you slide right here. Hit and just put his head on the floor. Use your shin and just grind it. Ride your shin back and forth like this, sorry. Alright, here. And then here's the dead edge. Use leverage. Right out. And if you feel it's necessary, you stick him. Okay, there's trouble. Okay. And then if he wants to get up and stupidly come at you while you're holding a knife. Okay. So try that with your partner, please. Okay? I'll be around. We'll only spend a few minutes on it. The first one was from a draw point. There are, cases for draw points from side to side and crossbody, but just wanted to give you an idea. A lot of you have seen this stuff already, so I'm sorry if it's review for you. Next one, straight in thrust. Now we all know that someone's coming in with a knife, doesn't matter the length of the knife. If he sticks you, a 1-inch knife can strike in between the ribs or in the breastplate and the cage and puncture a lung. About an inch, that's all it needs. Okay? If it hits into the stomach lining, you can tear open. If he, a 1-inch blade's going to hurt no matter what. Something like that, you've got to deal with that. Okay? That's on this side. So what I need to do is first, I want to get out of the way of the weapon. That's the key. When you're standing off and someone's got a weapon and you can't run, okay, because that's your best defense, there's nothing in the environment that you can use to get even close to equaling the score. He's got the advantage now. You want to prepare by first turning your palms in slightly. Because if he does any slashes or quick movements and you're out like this, we all know you bleed faster from here. Plus your tendons that get severed here stop you from closing your hand. Okay? So, but if I get cut here, yes, there's still some blood and vessels there, but they're not as severe. Plus, I can close my hand still. Now, I may not be able to open it, but now I can close it and make a fist, or close it to make that one-ditch effort grab that we're working at. You see all types of variations on knife defenses, and it's something I've really studied a lot, but one of the most, if there's such a thing as comfortable, knife scares the daylights out of me, is I want complete control over the weapon before I try and engage and attack the opponent. So my hands are up, I'm ready to move and run. When he stabs in, I'm going to move off, and I'm going to grip this like I've never done it before. I want both hands to give me a double chance. So you're going to put your hands like this. Good, slide right. Okay? My thumb lines up with this finger, thumb underneath this finger. That's your grip. Okay? This gives you a reinforced grip. It's not like going like this, because then all I got in my thumb, all I have is that little square again to try and block with. I've got this double now. So when Ryan attacks, I step to my right to the inside, so hopefully he misses. And then I bring this to my side, and I shove my head into his face as hard as I can. When I hit him and drive his head back, knee him in the groin, I'm going to lift his arm up. And when I do this, don't flail your arms out like this. Your arms are weak when your elbows are up. You want to keep your elbows down, up, here, and then I take this and I puncture his side. Then I take the right hand, pull it out, and I put this, and I go for my arm bar, and then just like we did earlier with the stick, since it's a single blade, I give a little fajing push and strip the knife. Okay? And then whatever I decide to do. If hopefully he runs. If he doesn't run, he decides to attack. I do all that nasty jump. So again, I present with palms in, he stabs. I step off and in slightly, and I want to... And then right from here, I've shoved. My right hand is going to take place of my left hand. Arm bar. If you want to right now, if you're going to do, you can take him down with an arm bar. You have to secure this to your hip now. Because if you keep this out here and try and drive, I've got this knife in front of you. He gets a counter thing. Okay? But I'm going to go for this because I want the weapon. And I push him away. Hopefully the arm bar. Hopefully the stick in the side.
Yeah, that's
We'll do enough. Some people will leave that. Some people won't. And then once I stick him like this, I've got this takedown too.
Where are you sticking them exactly? Where do you want to stick them from maximum damage?
The ribs roll. You got the false ribs up, and then everything starts off the spine. They roll down. If I can get, because of the direction of the blade, it's going to hit hip rib. So if I get just below the rib, if I can get rib to hip, for most people it's about 2 inches. So I'm just going for a rib. I'm just trying to get in between the rib. If I hit it hard enough, I'm going to split. But if I can get down here, it's good. I just want to get his attention. I want his mind to go zzz, zzz, and strike. And then that's why I retract it, because if it is stuck, I'll pull it out and I want the knife. Okay? So, one more time. Three! And then if he does this, here, 2009. Yeah. I don't have a 2009. I got a tattoo. Got my autograph. So slowly. And it doesn't matter. Hit hard, soft. Mine's empty, so I'm good. Boom. Knee. Boom. Elbows in. This is crucial. Here. I shove this in, and if he gets all loose and falls, great. Right hand comes in, switch, break, break, and then if you need to, defend, stick him. If you want to be nice and probably not kill him, just go for major muscles. Go for his bicep, into his pec, his thigh. And obviously, if it's life or death, you just give him a ring around the collar and finish him off. Or get his attention for that. Get his attention, stand here, do the Heimlich maneuver, and then slice his neck. That's if you want to finish, you're a mean guy. Okay? So you're stepping to the right. Alright, try that with your partner slowly, please. Mr. H has given us a great improvement on this technique.
Sir. Okay, so as we're coming in here, we're stepping offline. The one thing that I felt and I noticed is that because Enoch and some of the other guys were doing was they're talking about how you step across and through, and it made a lot of sense to me. But this technique, the basic ending of this technique is to cut in and go through. But some of us, even the smaller of us, anatomically, if we push back this way, we naturally want to push back against. Okay? So the idea is you separate the wrist and the arm from the body. So it's just a tiny, tiny step instead of stepping through. Is step here, take it away. Now when I do that, what does he naturally want to do? Okay, now where's that going? Does that look like any place where we want to go in a second?
Sir.
So that's kind of what I was playing with, and that's the natural idea, because your body, naturally, if it's back here, it's going to want to come back here. Everybody do this. Okay, feel the stretch. Okay? Now, let me ask you something. Are you guys quite done? That was about as coconut Three Stooges as you go. Okay, now everybody do this. I was just kidding. You didn't have to do it. I just want to see if anybody else is going to get it. Now, do this like you have it. Now, do you want to lift your shoulders up to come back?
No.
Go ahead and put your arms back natural. Relax them. Where do they come to? They create a circle. Yeah. Okay. Now put them out here. Okay? Do you feel the relaxation on your shoulders? Don't spread them out. They should be right about here. When they come back in. Just like that. We want to take this here to here. Just the way that Guru is showing us. So if you take it out here and you lean off, you're not going to do that, are you? Most people are going to want to bring that back to you. Neuromuscular reactions, your brain saying, get back, everything wants to come in. When you touch a hot pan, you don't go, ow. You go, ah. Bring everything back to center, okay? Because that's where we're all from. We're all from the center, and that's where we're going to go back to. So from here, when you step offline, take a tiny bit of balance, let him come back, because he's going to want to bring his arm back. If someone's pulling you off balance, you're not going to go this, are you? You're going to go, give me my arm back. And so we're like, fine, take it back. You're the idiot holding it up. Enjoy. So that's just something that I noticed, because the one thing, and I got to say this real quick, because I was about to say to mine, I apologize for stealing a minute. The one thing that's really cool about this is everything that Guru was shown, I was shown. And I'm a completely different system. Geographically, we're different. I mean, everything about the system's supposedly different. There is nothing different. There's nothing different. Every single one of you who studied modern East and Tongue and some of these stuff, you're going to see that there are simple truths. And this is one of them. There are simple truths if you do this smart. Remember what Guru said? He says, when you grab on the arm, grab. I've been seeing some of you guys in here. Stop. Don't, you're not stopping it, because if he stops and whips you in the head, you haven't done anything. That thing's coming at you, lock it, grab it. This is the same thing I'm going to teach. Any instructor worth his weight, and I'll say this in case it ever gets out, any instructor worth his weight will tell you that there are simple truths in the martial arts. And one of them is if you're fighting with a knife, accept the fact that you're going to get caught. If he's going to come at you with a knife, you get a hold of it. Lock it. Okay? But move and break it. And you'll see what I'm talking about. So I've taken too much of his time, and I apologize.
All right. Like Gage said, the deal with the knife, you're going to get cut. Okay. Someone approaches you behind you, puts a knife at your throat. Okay. Don't kill me, because my wife will kill you. As I was talking before about being in the moment, right now we're both in the moment. I've never been more in the moment right now as I am right now with a live blade at my throat. I need to get him out of the moment for even a second. When it comes to especially knife or gun, we do what's called framing. And that means my hands, I'm going to have my hands way down here. Hey, what do you want? Whoa, relax. Or way up here, because that draws a knife into my throat anyways. I want it to be at and open. So I'm framing the weapon first. Then I need to get this person to calm down. Whoa, okay. All right, what do you want? What do you want?
Give me all your money.
I need him to respond. Because for him to respond, he needs to make his focus draw from the knife to his intent. Because if he wants to kill me, he's not going to sit here and mess around unless he's psychotic and he just wants to see me cry and wet myself. Then he slices my throat. He comes up, he's just going to get in this position and cut it, and I'm done. So there is no self-defense for that except for the ultimate one, dying. So I'm here. What do you want?
Give me your money.
There. Cut me. Okay? So, relax. Okay. So, you need him to respond. Okay? You need this person, and if he doesn't start responding, you ask him more. Don't respond. What do you want? What do you want? You want my money? What? Tell me, what do you want? Tell me. What do you want?
Your cell phone.
As soon as he starts to reply, because he said anything, what do I want? I want this money, I want this. Okay? Two things here. When you clamp down, sink your weight and push your butt into him slightly. Don't make it obvious. And don't do this, because then this just slips off, and then, you know, we don't want to make red on the nice clean mats. Mr. Moore will kill me. So, here, and I stick, let's turn this way. I put my butt slightly, because even pulling, if he pulls in a little, if my back is, if I'm straight, I break my own spine, and then I'm in trouble. The technique I'm trying to do doesn't work. So I'm here and I cover. And people are like, well, why are you striking? Because I don't want to let go of this knife. If you think you have enough security, you can come up here with this elbow and strike him and go down to the groin. Then you're going to step through. If the knife were strong enough, or long enough, I'd turn into him and stab him with his own knife. This one isn't that long. So I'm going to step behind and I stay close. Turn this way, please. And this is the most important part. Pull my head through and I keep the knife on my chest. And there's my first lock. Okay? And then if I want to, I'm going to turn this really fast and snap his wrist. But then I had my right hand come up. I take this knife and I shove it into him. Or I take it up his back. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab his face. And I'm going to do a two-part motion. I'm going to bring his head back and his hand up. I'm going to make them join. I'm going to make them meet. Like that. I'm going to stick my fingers in his eyes, whatever. He came at me with a knife. Right at this point, I don't care what happens. So but I'm going to be nice to Ryan. So we have to ride home together. Like that. Okay? Then I'm going to come back and I'm going to take the hand, and we can't do this. But I'm going to take the hand up his back, go, sing! Like that. And I'm going to grab his hand, take him to the floor. Because I want his arm to stick out like this. Hey! Okay. I want to be able to reach tall things up on shelves. So now, something happens, we mess up. He grabs a knife. Frame, think of that first. Okay? Don't let him kick your hips out. Okay? Keep your hips below you. Ask him, start talking, get an answer. What do you want? What do you want?
Give me your money.
And if you're thinking, while he's thinking, he responds, and you miss the chance, don't go, you want money? No, don't do that. Ask him, well, do you want me to get it or do you want to get it? Do you want me to take my wallet out?
Get it.
There, that's your second chance. And you can do this. If you think you have enough security, you can do that. Hit. Come up. Hit. Try sticking in his back. If it doesn't work, do this. And then. Okay? And this will make him go down. Okay? This isn't pretty. It's violent, but this is a knife, and he's trying to take my life. My goal is to get home to my family. His goal is he shouldn't have done this in the first place. What do you want?
Money.
See.
Hey.
There. There's your final move. So good. All right. So, one more time. What you guys got?
One more time.
Psycho. You want money? What do you want? What do you want?
Money.
Sorry. I had to watch it with my son Friday. Please be gentle on the eyes and on the neck with your partner's shoulders. Get a new partner, please.
What do you want?
What do you want? What do you want? Out of things.
thank everybody for coming out today, and I want to thank Master Barker for organizing this. And it's an honor for me to share the floor with all of you and to share the floor with Mr. H. Thank you, sir. I want to thank Mr. Moore for providing the school for us. Really appreciate it. Because originally we were going to do all this out in a park on the ground, so we're very thankful.
Broken glass.
Yes! Kumite. Okay. I hope you enjoyed it. It's always an honor for me to be able to share martial arts. It's my passion besides my family and God. It's my true passion in life. I love it. I want to thank Ryan for being my partner. I hope you got at least one thing that you think is useful for you. But again, it's just like everything else in life, repetition. Don't walk out here thinking that, oh, I got that. You know, you've got to practice over and over again, like all of you know anyways. But again, it was truly my honor to share, and thank you all very much. Appreciate it.
All right. Well, I'm not going to go into the formalities much, but thank you guys for being here. Everybody get a little closer. Everybody come on in. All right. I don't want to have to yell and stuff is too far away. You need to be kind of close to feeling stuff anyway. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about a couple of things real quick, and we're going to understand kind of where everybody stands. Now, I might use terms that you're not used to. Just raise your hand or just ask, okay? My name is H. Howard or H. That's what I'd like to be called. I'm a 6th degree black belt in the art of Sansu. My instructors are Master Chuck Corey and Master Bart Ryan. And, I'd like to thank them. So if they see this, thank you. But I want to do them proud, and more importantly, I want to do you proud. I'm going to keep it simple. I don't want to get too fancy today. There's one kind of fancy one I'm going to just show right away because it's just kind of cool. But the goal here is kind of like 2-3 part here. One is that we bring everybody together for an open channel of communication so you can talk. Okay? Speak. Find out what's good and find out what's bad. You're never going to know until you open your mouth. Okay? Number 2 is understanding that the most simplest and truest, honest thing that you can do at any kind of combat situation or violent confrontation is go home. Go home. Be home. I don't teach self-defense. I don't believe in it. Self-defense is a silly, silly name. If you're defending, you're already losing. So what we're going to do is we're going to teach counterattacking. Okay? We will not be defending. Okay? If you're already defending, you've already screwed up. The fight starts, the situation starts way before you put your fists together. Okay? It starts 20 minutes after you walked into the bar and you just literally go, that guy, him. Show of hands, how many times have you just knew something was going to pop off? Really? Yeah. Ladies, how can you tell if your kid is lying? Have you ever asked your kid if he's ever cleaned the room and you know he hasn't? How do you know if he's lying? Show your hands. Yeah, you can tell, because what we're trying to hone in on is that instinct. They call it motherly instinct, and that's the damn truth. She can tell. She's like, you clean your room? No, you did. Yeah, did you? You sure? I'm gonna go up there. Oh, you're gonna go up there first? I'll wait. Yeah. That sounds silly, but that's what we want. We want. Women have this amazing innate instinct to do that, and you're gonna have to learn it yourself. It's your antenna. Okay? A fight does not start at this point. The fight's been on for about 10-15 minutes at this point. The fight starts when you just kind of go, you lying. or you're going, that guy, we should quit staring at him. Go over here for a little bit. Man, he's still staring at me. He keeps staring. I'm going to throw this bottle at him. Or I'm going to go home. So essentially what you're looking for is a sense of balance in both your life and in physically, mentally, and spiritually. So third part, what we're going to try to do is understand is that we need to be quick and simple, and you need to get the hell out. Okay? This is not about tapping out. Okay? This is not about defense. This is about you doing what you need to do so you can go home. Okay? It's ego versus loved ones. It's really quite simple. You're a dickhead. Oh man, I'm gonna fight you now. Or hey, Dad, will you come tuck me in? And what's more important to you? Hey Mom, will you pick me up from soccer practice? Or are you proving somebody that in fact you aren't actually a dickhead? Or another horrible word. What's more important to you should be going home. Okay? But unfortunately, in order to do that, you may have to do some of the things that you didn't think you could or could not do. And you're going to have to bring that out. Okay? Bring it out in small bursts through your training and learn to control it and understand it. You'll be able to put a collar on that dog. Okay, then you let that dog off the leash when it's time to go. So today's we're going to be kind of jumping into the basics of what we're going to be talking about today. All right. So I'm going to show this first technique. Now it's a grab technique, and it's kind of a cheesy setup, but I actually saw this happen recently, so I'm going to apply it. A lot of times when someone grabs you, is that an assault? Are they attacking you?
Yes.
Yeah, it's touched you. People think that when they grab you, that I gotta wait for him to hit me. No bullshit. Stuffing words, Lewis. Sorry. I gotta be quiet. Yeah, I know, kids. I apologize. Yeah. Well, then you read the flyer, man. So, okay, he's touching me. It's on. What I walk to is an analogy I like to call is a war zone. This is your war zone. It stands for within arm's reach. This is your lifeline. You allow anybody in here, and you kick anybody out of here. From the tip of your fingers to your heart. That's who you live, okay? Do you want your girlfriend in here? You bring her in here. You want your boyfriend? You bring him in here. You allow people in here, okay? But it's up to you to do that. This is your war zone. This is your war area. This is within arm's reach. Anybody who breaks that by touching you, they get to go out, okay? So the first step of this. Let's do this first. Okay. Right, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying. Actually, no, let me, because I'm going to use you for another Pete. Okay. And real quick, let me introduce a couple of my instructors. Come here. Real quick before I really get into it, because I'll talk. This is my associate instructors. These two gentlemen will be taking over my school when I'll be leaving. You need to talk to them if you'd like to learn, because we're going to have a lot of fun. This is Jack Allen. This is Peter Siddall, and this is my associate instructor, Louis Thierry. So, they're not that good. So I'm going to use you for another one. Okay. We're going to start right now. I'm left-handed, but a lot of people, I'm going to start off with a left-handed, and then we're going to switch it up, because I want you guys to be able to see it. So when he reaches in and grabs you, okay, he needs to pull you, okay? When you guys are practicing, don't just reach and grab. Yank his ass. Pull him back. Pull him. He's going to pull into you, because he's going to hit you. If somebody's grabbing you, it's not because they want to talk to you. They're going to hit you. So understand that. This is not hurting you. This disrupts balance. This does not hurt. This pinches. That hurts. You stop him, you stop that. So essentially what's going to occur, real quick, when you start this technique, do not start like this. Okay? Most fights, most situations, don't start like this. Okay? I want you to be like this. I want you to look over here. I want you to look anywhere. But I do not want to see you guys teeing off on each other like this. Okay? This is not accurate. This is silly. Okay? On the street, they don't do this, they do this. Okay? And eventually, they're going to move. Okay? But when you practice this, you will fight like you train, so you need to train like you're going to fight. Stand off center and look down. Hey, I'm having a good time. But look at my beautiful, slightly balding reflection. It happens. Move in, hit, touch, hit, palm. Grab, bring it in your body, step. Straight down, kneel. Good. Okay, from here, this stays close to your body. If you guys will notice that what Guru said and what I'm going to say are really close. That's really cool. From here, we're going to lock and we're just going to step. Then we're going to apply. Then we're going to hit. And that's it. Now, I'm going to break it down really quickly. But it's going to look like, come. Not too close because I got to, but come close. See what you're doing. Okay, so keep your eyes somewhere else. You need to learn how to feel and touch with your eyes, okay, and your body, not just your hands. Keep your eyes looking somewhere else. When he reaches this way, Howard, can you shoot it this way? Yeah, I don't care. I can do lots of stuff. And cartwheels, All right. So keep your body off center, okay? Don't think about this. What I'm looking for and what you're looking for is a response, not a reaction. You want to create a response. If a fly comes in here, you do that. That's a reaction. If you train, you do that. That's a response. Okay? You want to respond to it. Stimuli is simple. He reaches in and grabs. Well, I know his arm's here because I can feel his thumb, and all I do is I step. Hit. Make it part of your body. Step. As soon as it comes down, right up into the ribs, right up into the shoulder. I don't really care at this point. I'm not trying to be specific, but stick something up in there to make him think of something else. Like the nigglabladda. Okay, from here, this is a hinge joint, okay? Don't pop up and turn. Just step over here. Step over line, make his base spread. From here, you reach out and you apply and you lock. Keep this part of your chest. What you're doing is you're going to be breaking the metacarpals in the wrist, and you are going to break them. Okay? You're not going to squeeze them. You're not going to massage them. You're not going to go, ow, let go. No, you're going to break them. Okay? You break. You break. I want you to understand something. This is not a submissive technique. I'm not holding this here to be like, you will, no, you will rue the day. No, you break this damn thing. It's yours now. Once you put your hands on my body, it goes home with me. This is mine. So you'll break. Once it hits down, you'll notice that his body flays out and goes flat. Okay? If this is in the center of my chest, he's in the center of my chest, and this is in the center of my chest. Okay? So gravity assisted is kind of, because what's occurring is as you're making pressure on the arm, as he comes down, you're coming up. Now, I'd say something like you want to hit to the sternum or you want to hit to the diaphragm. I don't care. I just want you to hit. Okay? Don't try to be Bruce Lee. Just be you. Bruce Lee's got this great saying that I use a lot, and that is, don't be Bruce Lee. Because I'm like 100 pounds more than Bruce Lee, and I'm not Chinese. Anyways, the principle is this, is that show me what you've learned, not what I taught you today. Okay? So, just hit. Go through the motions and understand it. But be very, very careful about this particular technique. So the setup starts like this. Stand away. Just relax. Put your hands down. Everybody do it right now. Okay? Don't be in that fight. Once this happens, you're already fighting. Okay? You have to go from this to this in fractions of a second. When he comes in and touches you, watch. Do I have to know that this is a bad guy? You just grip my arm. I don't care who you are. Okay, so if I step in, boom, oh, damn, Mom. You know? And then, no offense, I still be, oh, shit. So my mom. Sorry, Mom. You need to edit that out for real. All right, so when he touches you, okay, his intent is felt here. There's your intent. There's tension. I want to go this way. Well, that's not what I want to do, and I'm free. This is my world. So why am I not? So it doesn't matter, okay? Don't bring your elbow up and punch out. It's stupid, okay? All you have to do, if his arm comes in, tuck. Oh, well, that's all it is. Just do that. Don't, just hit, okay? Think of something else. Make it part of your body, step over it, rise up, okay? Make him come up, which is a hinge joint, which makes it comes up. Step across. As you step across, base him out. Reach in here and break. Now, when you come around and you start feeling this, you'll know if you do this right. A lot of you guys are going to be doing this in a second. And I don't feel it. If you say that, then you didn't do it right. Because you do this, everybody feels it. Watch. Is he doing it? Now watch. No. Okay. So you have a visual clue. Lock it down. Hit him up. Okay? And that's it for now. Everybody, any questions right away? No questions? Everybody's happy? Go.
Why are you hitting to the chest when he
Oh,
grabs?
that's an excellent question. Technically, I'm not hitting to the chest. Does everybody understand something where I'm hitting? Why would I hit here and not here? Speak.
Stops his punch.
Turn him into a slanted position.
More.
It's a pivot point.
Good. Okay, look, if I want him with me and I hit him here, where does he go?
Back.
Okay. Now, if I want this, I hit him here, where does he go?
Sideways.
Does this go away from me?
Yep.
It stays. I turned him closer to this. Okay? If you really want to be structural, you can hit, Lewis will give this one. Dr. P. Reno?
Brachial motor tie-in point.
This is the brachiomotor tie-in point, or brachial plexus origin point, brachiomotor tie-in point. Okay? All right. This is a stun point. This is one we teach in PBCT and academy and stuff like this. But this fits wonderfully. Now, why am I not doing this? Does anybody know? Why am I hitting sideways? Right? I like that. Speak loud. People want to hear what you have to say. I promise you. What'd you say? You're right. First off, this is not a flat surface. There is no flat surface on this whole body. You don't have one. Okay? This flat, you're trying to put a flat surface onto a flat surface that doesn't exist. The body fits. Heel palm fits right in that shoulder point. Okay? This does not. This hits the chest, which is connected to the cervical column, which makes him go backwards even a little bit. I don't want him to go back a little bit. I want him to spin the whole bit. So when I touch, he spins on me. I want him to spin. Okay? Second little point. There's no fist over here. See? This is I've done this one till you go boom. And then you go okay? So you take care of that problem pretty quick. So As he steps in, you step, boom, and move him. Okay? Now, I step across. Look for a triangle point on the body. Base, triangle point. Here, okay? When you step, just turn your body into it. Step, lock down. Another triangle point. Base, point. Up. Step this way. Over. See how he spread out? This is a visual representation of what you're looking for, guys. Okay? When you're doing this, do it very gently. Okay? Hold it like this. And if you need to, just pull him over to it, but spread him out. Do not let him be like this. If you can do like this, he can fight. If I have him like this, he has to regain his balance before he does anything. Okay? Which means he's got to rock back and forth, get his balance back. Okay, actually, nobody asked that question. I'm assuming there are no other questions. I'm just yammering. So somebody, Lewis should be able to cut me off. But Lewis is fired at this point. All right, so do me a favor. Get a partner of equal size and equal strength. Okay? Because I want you to pop each other a little bit. Okay? But be careful, please, with the wrists. The way this is set up is the idea that it's a shark in a net. The more you squirm, the quicker it'll break. You have to be careful. So please be careful, or my instructor will whoop my... Yes. Go! Have fun! Like it or hate it? Like it. Confusing? Yes, I know. It's really, if you keep the simplest thing though, this is what I like to call spaghetti learning, okay? I take a big pot of spaghetti and I throw it against the wall. Like 6 noodles make stick. Those are the 6 most knowledgeable noodles in the world. And those are the noodles you need to remember. You don't care about if you learn how to do this fancy lock, if all you can remember is someone grips you, you just, oh God. Then that's what you walk away with. That's the most important thing. Everyone can take a little bit of something else. No one's going to learn the exact same thing. This technique, this particular lock, I'm not going to lie. It's kind of fancy schmancy. I just like it because it hurts like hell. Okay? I mean, it really does. When Master Corey did this to me, I swear to God. And the funny thing about my teachers, he would do it, and he would talk for like 2 hours. People would be sleeping. I mean, just sleeping. He'd be like, and then the metacarpals. And now we'll move on to the phalanges. But that's what we want to do. I want you to just get a little tidbits in it, but we're going to keep moving forward, and then we're going to go a little bit different now. So we're going to work on a principle of intercepting and attacking. You do not block. When we talk about a block, in reference to what it is a stoppage. Well, I don't believe in that. That's crap. I'm not going to stop anything. Okay? Because if I stop one thing, something else may come. You damn, it goes over. Okay? So we're going to intercept a little bit differently, and we'll talk about blocking at another day. One thing I always told by my instructors, by Master Ryan and of course Master Corey, is that you don't block, you counterattack. Okay? You're going to hit the arm. I want you to hit the arm. Don't just push your hand up there to stop the arm. Destroy it. Okay? Because the one thing that Enoch, which is great, the one thing that's fantastic, which I love, is that there are simple truths in the martial arts. The reason there are simple truths in the martial arts, okay? How many people right now are from Saturn? Raise your hand. And nobody raise your hand. The reason is because you're all humans, Homo sapiens. There's only so many ways to destroy the human form. Seal the blood, seal the air, destroy it biomechanically. That's it. Doesn't work any other way. So they're simple truths. There are 3 ways to destroy and take balance in the human form. The basic 3 points and the pivot points of the body are the hips, the shoulders, and the head. You can control any of those 3 things, you can control the balance. You can control the balance, you can control the fight. Okay? So we're going to work on that a little bit today. Like I said, sometimes when you guys train, you're going to train like this, and don't. Okay? So I'm not saying don't, but think about this. Is that sometimes when someone runs right up into you and starts screaming, your reaction isn't, you're just like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. I'm in dismay, and nothing, there's 9 guys behind me, I can't tell. You know, you just get taken off guard. Okay? So sometimes just stay relaxed is the best thing. Breathe. Breathing is the single most important technique you can teach a student. I don't know how many people want to go. I'm done. No, breathe, relax, breathe. You see box? Boom, breathe, move, scan, left, right, keep your head moving. Okay? Keep breathing. This is one of the things we're going to be talking about a little bit today. Because a lot of people, when they become in the moment, as Enoch spoke about it, tachypsyche. Has anybody heard of that? It's basically when you go into complete tunnel vision. You shut off. Guys, I'm going to kick your ass. You must be destroyed. Nothing is around me. You know, and then all you do is you see this. And then you see his buddy with a pool cue. And that actually happened. Not to me, but to Joey. Anyway, no, I'm sorry. But you need to move. You need to breathe. You're organic, okay? Someone gets your attention, use your peripheral vision. I can talk to him, and I can see him, and I can see them, and I can see Lewis is probably just standing there. See? And he was standing, and I knew it. Okay, so we're going to work from a right punch, okay? I don't care. You can call a hook, call it a haymaker. I don't give a darn. Where's Gail? You need to be closer, because the more closer you are, I see you, the less I cuss. I'm really bad about that. Sorry. Lou's is going to kick me in the ass. All right, it's really quite simple. He's going to throw in. You're not going to step forward, okay? Even with a block, you step forward, you still get hit. Hinge joint, hit your arm. You're going to step offline, hit and throw, right into the throat, okay? You're going to hit the shoulder, though. Okay? Throat, groin, same time. Bang, step up, uppercut into the ribs. Reach in, step, lock. Does this look familiar? Look. Look familiar? Good. And you're coming in, and you're up, jack. Break. Who wants to do that today? Everybody. I guess I gotta keep my $5.
Howard, can you do it the other side so we can see the inside?
Oh my God. I mean, okay. Now listen. Everybody speak out. Okay? News for you. You want to stop the human form? Okay? You have a fatal funnel here. Starts here at the sternum, it goes up to here. Everything that the body needs to move, to be, to even remotely be a human relies right here. Your air passages, your battery, your brain. So anytime you strike here, you're going to do damage. Vagus nerve, sternocleidomastoid process, and all these fancy schmancy, don't hit him in the damn neck. Okay? The neck. There's a great YouTube video of an instructor teaching martial arts, and outside a pimp is smacking around it's a whore, sorry. You should really move over here, I'm not kidding. Okay? And the instructor goes, hey, stop. And I swear to God, he just comes out and boom, and he knocks him out. And it's great. And it's real, but there's nothing to do with what I'm talking about. You're hitting into the shoulder, okay? You're intercepting. If he throws a punch and you step here, do you still get hit? Speak!
Yes.
Thank you. Over here in the back, please. Okay, so you come up, you step off line, hammer, okay? This will be into the throat, okay? Which is why, if I hit him into the side of the neck or into the throat, which way is he going to go? Point. Everybody.
That way.
Right. So, in order to stop him, we have two lateral movements here, okay? So we hit him here at the same time. Because if you hit him here, which way does he go? So if you do this, which way does he go? It's kind of more like, like that. Rather than going, da, 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 da. No. So we create both movements together. Comes in here. Bang. This stays hidden, okay? This stays on the shoulder and you're hitting up. All you're doing is waking him up like the manigula. You keep him thinking about the manigula. What is it? How do you say it? Amygdala? Amygdala? Caligula? You're hitting him in the damn ribs. Okay, uppercut, step up, hit him. Okay, does anything look familiar right here?
Sir.
What is this?
Triangle.
Right. From here, you're going to take to this. Do that butterfly thing, okay? And turn his body. Does that look familiar?
Yes.
One person. Okay, you get to stay. Everyone else leave. Take his body, okay? Take his center, okay? Just bring this up over your body. Step in. Take it over. And spin. Where do I need to say? This way? Okay. I don't know. You're watching. I want to make sure I get it right. Let's do it this way. Can we do it this way? Can I do it that way?
Yes, do that.
Okay, so you guys kind of like get in over there so you can see it. You guys, that way. It's better if you see it coming from this point of view. With his hands up, you step in and hammer, okay? Groin. Simultaneously, okay? It's not hard. If you aim to the head, you'll hit the groin. One more time. Up. Boom. Lock in. Spin. Keep this. Does this look familiar? Okay. Stays in. You bend. Gently. Put gentle pressure. What you're looking for is having this done to you is a feeling of vulnerability. You're not looking for intense pain and high flips. As someone who's having the technique done to you, you are more important in that moment than the person doing the technique. Because while it's being done to you, you get to understand what it's supposed to feel like. Therefore, when it's your turn, you get to understand the nuances. You're looking for a feeling of vulnerability. Okay? All these are joint locks and strikes. Okay? So, we're going to strike to the shoulder, not to the throat. Okay? Not to the neck. But that is where you would strike. Okay? This is nasty. This hurts very, very good. Really good. One, straight up. Touch, straight up. Two, touch, lock. This is called, what I like to call is just taking the slack out of the rope. Don't just do that. Turn it. So when he comes to here, he's already off balance. Why don't I want him like that? Why am I even yelling?
He can counter.
Thank you. This is like a bicep curl, right? If I take it out, he's moving. What does he got to do right now to fight? See?
Regain his balance.
Right, so he's got to turn his shoulder back, right? We don't want him to do that. If he does, he comes in, and we take it apart. So here's what I'd like to do for the first few minutes of this technique. Just get to this point here. And just get, everybody say that part? Because I know as soon as I say that, I'm going to hear, whap! What's he talking about? And then when you hear that, then you hear, that's all you hear. Every instructor hears it. Somebody hit their heads together. And then, okay, so get to this point here, okay? This touch, uppercut, bang, touch. Constantly touch the body. Take the slack out. Stop. Stop right here. Please. Hold this because it all comes back to this. Pause. His body goes into shock. He goes sideways and forward, sideways like that, rather than going. Kind of go 1, 2. All right, can I get everybody's attention, please? Everybody come around. Everybody. Come on. Come on. I can't yell. I have a big mouth, but I'm not really that loud. That is a lot. Everybody knows that. Okay. Now, of course, the second part is a throw. So we have to be careful. And this is an assumption, but I don't like to make it because, with all due respect, I assume martial artists of any caliber know how to make break falls. That's a stupid assumption. Just because you have this doesn't mean anything. I've gone to other schools and I'm like, hey, this is easy for you. And they're like, oh, I don't get it. What do you do? The fist closes? I don't get it. Whole thing? How do you? I don't punch it. I don't get it. So, does everybody have a general idea how to fall properly?
Yes, sir.
Everybody? Because that sounds like 6 people. Everybody? Yes, okay, good. Because it's important. All right. So you're going to be creating this fall. Now, this fall, of course, is a rolled fall. I want to, for demonstrative purposes only, I want you to understand it. So, one of the problems we're having is you're going 1, and then you're doing 2, and what's happening is then you're just hitting. You're getting away from it. You can't do that. Okay? You've only got a matter of seconds. Once he throws, you got to hit, and be done. You got to be in and out. So when he throws, you go 1. Okay? Turn your body. Okay? Turn your body. Keep this here. What is this? What did we just say there were 3 pivot points in the human body? Is this one? Yeah. So if he tries to move, just hold his ankle. Hold him down. You need to be like things you. Okay? So hold him down. Okay? Another reason I'm holding him down is because I want that guard, that shot to be where it needs to be. Now, one guy had a really good point. He's like, what if this is guarding his ribs? Okay? What happens if it's guarding his ribs? Can I still punch him?
Yes.
Say it.
Yes.
Yeah! I punch him in the arm really hard. And I need him in the groin again, then punch him there. And then second, somebody's going to stop. And it doesn't really matter. The whole point of impact is technically too. If you hit him in the arm, particularly the radial nerve, it's going to go, ah, which will make it even easier to do that. You can try that. Okay, so anyways, moving on. So up, okay, this turns. Now, from here, don't do this, okay? Take them off, create a circle, and bring them back. Take that out. Now, again, apex of the triangle, baseline, baseline, okay? Essentially, what you want to do is you want to put your body through there. You do not want to go on the base. You'll fall over, okay? So as it's performed is you keep the weight of it off, come up a little bit, and all I'm doing is I'm making a jump. I'm not lifting him up, okay? I'm dropping. This arm turns, so I come up, okay? This is actually a joint lock that you already started. My head is not dropped. I come up slightly, keeping everything off balance, and it's a simple turn. Okay?
Sir.
So, there are a lot of factors to this. There's one factor that's not here. Anybody want to guess it? What's the one thing you don't want to do here?
Break the arm.
Speak. I can't speak. Mumble.
Stand up.
One. You said something. That was good.
Also,
More.
break the arm.
Make a bicep. Make a bicep. That is not here. Strength. Strength is not necessary for this technique. Actually, strength will screw this technique up. Because big dudes like me, him, and even small guys are just scrappy. You want to do it fast, you want to do it hard. When you add strength into the equation, you usually just lose all control. What you're looking for is balance. The most simplest thing you can think about is creating a circle. One circle to a point of a triangle. Did you see what happened? If I pull him, where's he go? So Javari, so don't pull. That's too much. Because I got to get low, okay? And remember, this is a quick motion. It can't be like this. 1,000, 2, 1,000. You know, it has to be create an opening in here. This is what you're looking for. This motion here, okay? He's balanced, I'm balanced. If I lean my head forward, I fall with all his body weight on me. Right now, I have him perfectly balanced. I can stand here all day because structurally, I'm set, okay? To finish him, just rotate. All of you can do that. Every one of you. Kids and everything, okay? Simply put, you're sound structurally, or no me genji, no me gung fu. No foundation, no kung fu. If you have a solid base and solid foundation, everything will work fine. You start screwing it up and adding strength or quickness without understanding foundation, your building will fall. Everybody understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so here's what I would like to do. I'd like to split it up from you two gentlemen over here. Of course Larry gives over there. Larry, you stay, don't you move. You know I didn't pick you. You guys get over there. Okay. Okay, we're going to use this as our dividing line, this pillar. So all you gentlemen ladies, all you guys, this is your area of the room. This is your area of the room. This is a throw. It's not a very high throw, and it's not a very far throw, but it is a throw. So you need to be mindful of where they're going. Remember, let me tell you one thing about understanding something about martial arts. It's a really horrible word. It's called responsibility. It also spells litigation. Okay? You're responsible. I put hands on him, and I hurt him, I'm responsible. But there's also another phrase I like to use. I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6. Okay? You put your hands on me, sorry. I didn't mean to, sorry. But you have to be responsible in here, okay?
Oh, yeah, you guys.
Watch. When you come in, when you step in, this hand is not like this. This hand is up here. Does anybody understand why it might be? What's in the middle of your body, male or female?
Right.
Ryan, what does that do?
Right strike.
Yeah, hit the groin. Which way do you go?
Up.
What if you go up and I'm pulling you that way?
You go over that way.
So if I do this, which way does it go?
All the way.
Up and over.
Congratulations. Somebody wins this thing, but you can go back to what you're doing. Screw up, man. Okay, that's what I should be hearing. You hear that?
Yes.
I'll need to hear like 30 of those. Put this over here on the ground. Go, go. Yep. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. Again. Now this time you want the double action. Questions. What is the most difficult part about this? Right now.
Putting your knee down.
Getting in the hole.
What?
Putting your knee down.
Put your knee down. The biggest problem that I have when I teach officers, when I teach other martial artists, or rather, screw that. When I was learning it, was this. All right. Okay, so I am this big. How does this big get through that big?
Yeah.
Well, how about this? No, that's not. No. Well, I can't. Well, hold on. Okay, is it? And then you go, is this right? No. Well, how about that? No. The principle of this is that whenever you're gonna fight, or whenever you're doing your technique, is you take the space. This is my space. This is my car. I'm driving. So you take this space. Let me ask something. Is this space taken? No. How about this? A little better. A little better. Ooh, what about this? Yeah. I like this. So if this is taken right, I'm done. It's over. So movement should be quick. Small whip. Not this. Okay? The movement needs to be quick and concise. You take his space. Thank you. Always take his space. Actually, that's not accurate. Take your space. Taking his space is you're taking something. It's not his, it's yours. You go get it. So take your space. Somebody write that down. I'll forget to say that later. The reason I wanted to keep these sort of nebulous and not talk about like a Shumukma or a Rising Up is because I want you to be able to take this and marry it with ideas that you already have in your arts. Hopefully this one will do the same thing. Sometimes when we have to escort somebody out, when I gotta walk somebody, you gotta touch them. Usually when you touch someone, you indicate what you're planning on doing. There's what's called the set stage, where you're determining what you're gonna do. Then there's your interviewing stage, and you start looking at him and he starts reading you, you start reading him. Then there's the action stage, when you start trying to do something. It's during these moments, through the interview stage, to the action stage, that all hell can break loose. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and grab this arm. Okay? That's what we want to do. Okay? So we do not start like this. Because if he knows he's been an idiot, and he knows he's in trouble, the minute I bring my presence into his zone, you think he's going to feel it? Do I have to tell him that I'm mad right now?
No.
No. Do I have to wear a shirt that says I'm not angry, I'm not happy with you right now?
No.
You ever seen somebody who's just sick and you're like 30 feet away and go, ooh, damn. You okay? Anybody ever done that? Everybody's done that. You know how it is, you got something on your mind? Well, none of you are Nostradamus, I hope. But you can understand that there's an amount of presence, there's a sensitivity there that you all need to cultivate. You already do it every day. Does anybody have like a private office at home or a desk? Anybody? Like your own space. If I came in and moved one damn thing, would you notice?
Yes.
Yeah.
Why?
My space.
For space. You know what's supposed to be there. And it's the same thing. It's the presence. So, you do not do this. Okay? Because it just doesn't work. So don't practice like this. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab this arm. Okay? Essentially, bless you. Sorry. Essentially, we're going to grab this wrist. So if I grab this, do I reach for the wrist? No. Some say no, some say yes. One of them's right, one of them's kind of not right. What do we grab for?
Hand.
Hand. I like that. Who's in hand? You do. All right. Grab his hand. Do it again. Grab it. Okay. No. You didn't grab his hand. You just grabbed his arm. So now you're grabbing his hand. All right. Try it again. Grab his hand. Grab it. Grab it. No, you just grabbed his arm again.
Right.
So what's happening?
It's hard to grab.
Okay. Here's a simple point. Here, let's try you. Ready? All right. I'm gonna grab your hand. Okay, I'm gonna grab your hand. What happened? Did I grab your hand?
No, you grab it.
Hey, you do not grab this. This moves quick. I grab this means I grab his hand. So when I reach in to grab him, I pull back. So, if I grab your hand, go. Oh, what did you just do? Where's this going?
Give me your hand.
But if I do this, where's it go? So, when we do this, we do this. We grab his hand. Okay? You reach past them. You let them go into you. Okay? You do not try to grab this. This is a small object. You know, as Guru was talking about, you have a small operating surface here. It's the same thing here. If I try to reach and grab his hand real quick, damn, all he did was he was slow too, you see that? But if I do this, I've got anything. It'll just come back and it's here. You understand? So what we're going to do, you never try to reach in and just grab it. The Steven Seagal, I shouldn't say something keto dojo, but this is... No, I'm sorry. Don't really worry. Sorry, Mr. Seagal. So, you reach in and you reach past him, you touch his body. You reach in, he naturally comes back, what's he falling into? Okay? You make it part of yourself and you spin him. Kidneys. Bang. Step up. You're going into clavicular notch, up into him, and you step straight down. Okay? We'll talk about what this does in a second. And I haven't gotten to the finish yet, so we're going to just leave it here. Go to this point. Okay. Do not telegraph what you're doing. Just reach in. Grab. Now, did that look clean? Did you hear that? That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm still getting this. The idea of days are gone where it's like this. No, let that go. Put that back in the movies where it belongs. Okay? Reach in, reach fast, grab. Okay? Pull this to your center, lift your feet up. Don't just swing it around. Lift your feet up, spin him around. Hit him into the kidneys. Hand goes under here. Now, I'm left-footed. I naturally step my left foot. It doesn't matter, even from here. Post, step right into the body. Put him on his knees. Put your knee in the back of his spine. You're working the spine here, so be very careful. This is called tracheal notch, jugular notch, whatever you want to call it. This is in here. Make the Heimlich movement. Push down. Okay? What you want him to do is grab your arms. Good. Which is excellent. From here, you just spin. Okay? Spin out. All right. Left foot, grabbing the right hand. It doesn't really matter, but you want to put your hand between here. You don't want to reach it this. Okay? You remember the throw that we did initially with the stick, with Guru was showing, where you came in here? Okay? Why didn't he just do that? Why did this help? Yeah, you know, 1, 2, and that came in. It's the same principle. It's not the same art, but it's the same principle. Because simple truths are inherent through the arts. Period. Simple things work. So, last time, step in, reach in, he pulls back, make him part of your body, hit him into the kidneys, okay? Again, I'm left-footed, so I'm going to reach in here, keeping my fingers away from his mouth. I make a fist. I put my foot like I'm kicking him in the area, but I'm not. All I'm doing is stepping. I put my body right here. This is a horse stance, other people call it whatever. It's a very solid stance from this motion. You start grinding on here until you grab your hands. We'll get to that in a moment. Okay, that's enough of that. Partner up someone new.
And I do like this. And
Go through here, and then you try to pull away. Oh, I'm up.
Put him down.
I hope that makes it in a cut.
Okay, look. You step up. You don't step up and yank back. Just reach for it. He's going to pull it for you, okay? And don't turn it. Okay? That's it. Okay? Reach in here. Hit. That sets him up straight. Okay? Put your hands here and kick. I see a lot of you guys going to knee. I can't tell the analogy about what I just said, but prisoners go to knees, and one other profession. Okay. So here, kick down, kick, push. Okay. Right in his back. Oh God, he's on one knee. This must mean that doesn't work. Yeah, it's okay. What you want is a base. You want him bent. Remember what Guru talked about? You don't want him like this. You want him back. Put your knees back. Okay, we got chokes, we got all kinds of stuff in here. You can go. Speak.
you said something about vulnerability once?
Yeah, you're looking for a feeling of vulnerability here. This is what he's looking for. Okay, if he's like this, or you're doing this, both vulnerable. Okay? So step your body weight in the center, okay? My head's on the center of his spine. Our spines are connected. You just step right in the middle of them, okay? You still in the middle. Turn and drop.
I'm having a lot of difficulty because I'm small and I don't know which way to step.
Good.
So,
Dead question.
that
She wants to know
So it's-
which way to press my arm, like
Oh.
how to make it comfortable for her.
Oh, yeah, it's good. Here, come on. Okay, so you're doing this. Right, and this is good. Come here, come here. This is good for kids and small people. This is a little, what I call a leverage assistance. When he's here, do that.
He's a kid.
Yeah.
I like going to know.
That's it. Because the thing is that when you tweak him, you're smaller, so he's going to fight back. When you strike him, his leverage is going to lock itself. I'll hit you up in the red bread basket this time. See, it locks itself. So if you're weaker and you're uncomfortable, he did use for this argument. You'll be fine later tonight. Don't worry about it. But that's an excellent question, and that's how you address it. Eyes, throat, groin. Principal points on the human form. You're going to strike. Here's what you don't do real quick with a leverage. Ready? Fight. Go. Okay? Don't ever fight it. Let it go. Now I go to grab it. We'll close it back. Okay? I'm just kneeing people in the nuts today.
Yes, sir.
You never fight. Okay? That's the one trick about martial arts, is that it's designed for the smaller person and the weaker man to disarm the larger man. But you cannot do it if you use strength. Because strength will always overcome strength. Okay? But if you use technique and you use science and spirit, heart, you'll win. So, when he starts grip running, kick him in the nuts. Like an age, I think it's written on some like hieroglyphic tomb somewhere. You know, like ancient martial arts, like blah 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 in the groin. Blah blah. So if he starts to resist you, don't fight it. Let him resist you. Let go. The craziest thing in the world to do is this. I love doing this one, right? So I go, and he resists me. I let go. And where's his hands? See, my hands go from here to here, and his hands go, oh shit, go what? So, did that answer your question?
It's evil, man. It's bad.
Evil.
It's evil.
Yeah, I know.
It works.
That's why I ain't never done to me. Is there any other questions? No questions? Everybody's hot, tired? Good. Not tired.
Not tired.
Sore.
A little bit.
Well, I'm nice tired. I apologize. I'm tired. I'm a little too out of shape. The body of a god, but that god is Buddha. First and foremost, of course, I want to thank you for all you've given me here today. You've given me your heart, you've given me your bodies, and you've given me your mind and your sweat. And those are all commodities that can't be repaid. So I thank you. Number two, of course, I'd like to thank all the other instructors. My instructors, of course, Pete, Jack, Lewis, and then, of course, Enoch Carlton. After the marker. And more for allowing us to be here tonight.
Sir H.
No, no. Just a couple quick things since we're here and we're friends. This will be my last seminar that I'm going to be teaching here in the state of Michigan, at least for the foreseeable future. I'm going to be moving to Florida to be with my family. As I stated, Instructor Allen and Instructor Sadal and Instructor Kiarina will be taking over my school as far as Sansu is concerned. If you're interested in Sansu, I'm not here trying to recruit you, okay? But if you want to pay me, you're more than welcome. If you want to come and feel some of this and learn some of this, come. We're friends, we're family. You come and learn. Okay? This is what this stuff's about. Okay? I will not come in here and teach you all the secrets of the martial arts for $10, which is a really kind of cool idea, but I want you to understand that my school is more than open for you, and that my instructors are more than qualified. I wouldn't pick them if they weren't. They're each black belt to third degree level, and they can more than teach you. Plus, go around. My students go to Bill's school, go to Enoch's school, go to Ken's school. Go and learn. Enjoy. The first thing I'll tell all my students is, if you want to learn Sansu, learn it. Okay? But don't pigeonhole yourself. San Tzu actually translates into freestyle fighting. It basically means that you're capable with your hands and the feet in the art of sparring or fighting. The actual art is called Toi Li Ho Fu Hong Gong Fu. Okay? But that's a concept. It's a philosophy. It's beautiful. To me, I love it. It's the greatest thing that I've done, and it's brought me here at this moment, and it's allowed me to meet a lot of really great friends, and now I have to travel to a different place. I have another journey to take on, but I will be back if you'll have me. And I'd like to thank you from the bottom of my heart, both my students and potentially new students, for having me in here tonight. If you ever have any questions, of course, my phone number's on there. Jack's, Peter, I don't know who Lewis is, but just come talk to us. Come knocking on our door. After that, I just want to say again, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
guys have
Thank
a
you.
I pushed the button. I'm just waiting on it.
Miss Teresa.
This is why I have to go help them. See?
You